live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Here's a live look at the standings as we go into the day of September 22nd, 1978. By the way, we're an hour away from the start of the real NFL season, and so our focus now pretty much the rest of the way, unless we get an oddball here or there, is going to be the American League East. Pay attention to how many games teams have left. Baltimore is playing game number 152. They have a one-game lead. They have 9 left after this. They are about to play Detroit, who is still technically in the race. They are at 79 and 73 and have won 2 straight. The Yankees have made up all their games, and they swept 3 games against the Blue Jays midweek. They have played 80. They are 88 and 65. The quick math tells me they're playing game 154 today, so they have 8 left. The good news for the Yankees is they only need 1 game switching the standings. Their magic number is 10. They're playing good ball. Milwaukee is still in it at 4.5 back. The bad news is that Baltimore's pitching staff is incredible, and their 575 runs allowed is the best in the American League. In the West, Texas is about to win that division. We've called it for Texas. Kansas City 6 back with a magic number of 6 for the Rangers. In the East, we're still yet to call it for Pittsburgh or for Philadelphia, but it's close. The Phillies have the best record in baseball, and as we said, the next loss for the Reds pretty much gives the Dodgers the division, but the Reds have to lose a ball game. So it's Baltimore and Detroit on a Friday night, September 22nd, 1978. As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Baseball Pennant Chase 78 today or tonight from Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. It is the Baltimore Orioles and Detroit Tigers. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And welcome to the program for a Sunday, and we will be with you pretty much every day until all 4 divisions are decided. We think the Rangers are going to win the West. We've projected that. The next Reds loss is going to give the Dodgers, we think, the National League West. The National League East might come down to the last weekend. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia are still within that margin of error, and remember, the Pirates and Phillies play 4 times the last weekend of the season. The American League East, however, is a crapshoot. Milwaukee is 4.5 back. The Yankees are 1 back, and the Orioles just need to pull an Al Davis and keep winning, baby. So you'll see the Orioles and the Tigers today, and then Tuesday, or tomorrow, you will see at noontime the Yankees and the Indians from Cleveland. So good morning, Lorenzo. So that's that for that. And then Tuesday we'll have a split doubleheader, the Lyman Bostock tribute game at noon, and then a pennant chase game Tuesday night, because my Giants play on Monday Night Football, and hey, we could pretend that they actually have a chance to do something this year, maybe for about 5 minutes. Hey, if they beat the Steelers, my and the Cowboys, my season's made. So there we go. Baltimore and Detroit, Mike Flanagan and Young for Detroit. And so, look, it's pretty much the Orioles control their own destiny as long as they finish above the Yankees. It's their division, and they, I think, have the best pitching staff in all of baseball. So, if you're ready, we are. Let's play some baseball on a Sunday afternoon or a Friday night, September 22nd, 1978. And so Flanagan, making start 38. He'll have 2 more after this, which is why I think the Orioles are still the favorite to win the East. Ron Guidry is going to pitch lights out for the Yankees. Who they got behind Guidry is catch as catch can. Flanagan is 18 and 14, and his ERA is at 3.42, nearly 0.6 of a run. In fact, it is 0.6 of a run better than his real life numbers. He's a fly ball pitcher, don't spit on the keyboard, a fastball pitcher at 90. Against the Tigers, this is start number 3. He has gone the distance twice. He's allowed 18 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He has walked 6 and struck out 13. He's won both of those starts and has an ERA of 1.5. The 1979 Cy Young Award winner last went on the 17th against the Blue Jays and threw a 3-hitter and allowed 1 unearned run. He walked 3 and struck out 2. So in 279 and a third innings, 263 hits, 16 homers, 111 runs, 106 earned, he has walked 81 and struck out 169. His last start against the Tigers, July 26th, a win, 11 hits over 9 innings but 2 runs. And this will be the lineup the Tigers will put out there. Ron LaFleur is in center field. He'll lead off. Tigers, by the way, are 79 and 73. They've had a magnificent year. John Walkenfuss is in right. He'll bat second. Rusty Staub, the DH. He'll hit third. Jason Thompson at first will clean up. Steve Kemp is in left field. He'll bat fifth. Lance Parrish behind the plate will go sixth. Aurelio Rodriguez, a third baseman, will bat seventh. Alan Trammell at short will bat eighth. And Ralph Houck must not have thought much of Lou Whitaker's Rookie of the Year chance because Steve Dillard's at second and batting ninth. Defensively for Baltimore in this big ball game, Pat Kelly is a 5 and a 3 in left. Larry Harlow a 6 and a 5 in center. Kenny Singleton is a 6 and a 7 in right. Doug DeCinces is a 7 at third. Belanger is a 10 at short, and he's hitting ninth. Dower is a 6 at second. Eddie Murray is a 6 at first. Dempsey a 5 and a 7 behind the plate. Flanagan is average range and a .957 fielding percentage. By the way, we will control the Yankees tomorrow against Cleveland, just because they are the team in contention and Cleveland is not. And I appreciate all of you who did not make any comments of the adult magic or the adult nature when yesterday's scoreboard said Texas Twins. Just putting it out there. Here's LaFleur at 281, 12 homers and 53 RBI. Murray and DeCinces are coming in. Flanagan starts the ball game with a ground ball base hit. So LaFleur has 66 steals on the year. Yeah, exactly. The second time that we've done them from Minneapolis or from Bloomington, and I just cringed both times. I figured that someone was going to comment on that. Here's Walkenfuss, John at 284, 6 homers and 16 RBI. Oriole fans in the house, 76 degrees and not a breath of wind here at Memorial. Pitch to Walkenfuss, ball 4, not the start that Flanagan wants. LaFleur at second, Walkenfuss at first. Yankees are in Cleveland. As I said, we'll have that game for you tomorrow at noon for the Saturday game. Rusty Staub at 281, 29 homers and 123 RBI. We'll show you the standings again after the second, but here's the pitch to Staub. There's a liner to center. Harlow will dive and make the catch. They throw to Belanger, and LaFleur is back. LaFleur was halfway to third and got back. So runners on first and second. One out for Jason Thompson at 284. 18 homers and 93 RBI. I wonder how many Patriots fans are wearing Buccaneers jerseys today. Pitch to Thompson. There's a line drive to center. Harlow's there again to throw to second. LaFleur is back. LaFleur was a little closer that time, but he's making Ron think. Don't make Ron think. Here's Steve Kemp. He's at 292. 19 homers and 78 RBI. Pitch from Flanagan, and there's a ground ball to Murray. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the Tigers get nothing. No runs, a hit, they leave 2 on, half an inning down, no score. And so it's Kip Young, who was 5-4 with a 3.61 ERA. This is start number 12. Fastball pitcher at 87 and a ground ball plus pitcher. He has not faced the Orioles on this replay, or in this replay. He last went on the 17th, 5 days ago, against the Indians, and took a no decision through 10 innings. That's pretty rare. 8 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. He walked 2 and struck out 2. So in 89 and 2/3 innings, he's allowed 99 hits, 15 homers, 40 runs, 36 earned, 19 walks, 39 strikeouts. A ground ball plus pitcher. Fastball tops out at 87. Larry Harlow will lead it off in center field for Baltimore. Pat Kelly will be in left. He'll bat second. Kenny Singleton in right field will hit third. Eddie Murray is cleaning up at first. Doug DeCinces is batting fifth and playing third. Lee Bay, the DH, will bat sixth. Rick Dempsey behind the plate will go seventh. Rich Dower at second will bat eighth, and Mark Belanger at short will bat ninth. Mike Flanagan, 14 pitches in the first. Defensively, Steve Kemp is a 6 and a 4 in left. Ronnie LaFleur is a 6 and 6 in center. John Walkenfuss is a 3 and 5 in right. Aurelio Rodriguez is an 8 at short. Alan Trammell a 9 at second. Steve Dillard, a department store, is a 4 at second. Jason Thompson is an 8 at first. Larry Parrish, no, Lance, I had it right, a 5 and an 8 behind the plate. And Kip Young is a 7 on the mound with a .933 fielding percentage. If you are new to this or wondering how we do the lineups, we do as played, and we'll do them all the way through. That's how we got to this point in the season, and so there's no change, except if we do get to a meaningful game 162 between the Pirates and the Phillies, we will not use Odell Jones as the starter for the Pirates. That was his lone start of the year. We need a lot to go right for the Pirates to even make that start meaningful, but we will not use Odell Jones in a potential pennant-clinching start. Outside of that, we're all good. Harlow at 250, 9 homers and 49 RBI. Fly ball left field, Kemp, 1 out. So here's Pat Kelly. Pat at 315, 10 homers and 33 RBI. Fly ball right field, Walkenfuss, 2 out. Kenny Singleton at 277, 24 homers and 65 RBI. So Lorenzo nursing his coffee. I got a mocha coffee this morning from Dunkin'. It's windy and chilly here. Pitch to Singleton is a base hit up the middle. So Dillard couldn't get there. LaFleur will pick it up, and there's a 1 out, or 1 on, 2 out single. And that'll bring up Eddie Murray. Eddie Murray would be the other contender. Now, there's an interesting question, Jamie. Murray also would contend for Rookie of the Year. He's hitting .285, 24 homers, and 98 RBI. And so do you go for Murray, who you knew expected to be that, or Gary Serum in his 17 wins for the Twins? Pitch to Murray, popped up. Parrish has it against the screen for the out. And so that'll do. No runs, a hit, and no errors. We go to the second, no score. It'll be Lance Parrish, Aurelio Rodriguez, and Alan Trammell. You can multitask. No one ever said you couldn't. What are you playing? The long dark again? So here's Lance at 206. 15 homers and 43 RBI. Murray was a rookie in 77, so that takes care of it. Thanks. Pitch to Parrish is a line drive to left. Kelly's there. 1 out. I got so many games on my plate right now. It's like I go to a smorgasbord. I got Microsoft Flight Sim for my change of pace. I can crash anywhere. Couch surf all over the place. Here's Rodriguez. 257, 9 homers, and 42 RBI. Pitch. There's a ground ball to Belanger. Snap throw to Murray for the out. 2 away. Brings up Trammell at 259. A homer and 43 RBI. Ground ball to Dower, over to Murray. Flanagan is getting what he needs. Good defense behind him. And the Tigers go down in order in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. Inning and a half in the books, no score. So DeCinces, May, and Dempsey for the Tigers. Or for the Orioles. And my game the other day I did with Al, and the setup for that 50s decade championship in Pro Strategy Football, going through the lineups at the start of the game. And I called the Colts the Orioles. Same field. I'm surprised at that because although it is advanced, it's not as overwhelming to the system as, let's say, City Skylines is to computers or FSX was. So, wow. Here's DeCinces. If you can run X-Plane, you should be able to run Flight Sim. DeCinces at 244, 22 homers and 76 RBI. Little ground ball to Rodriguez. Across the way to Thompson, 1 out. So May at 240, 25 homers and 86 RBI. Oh, 8 years old? Yeah, probably wouldn't. But I suppose if you just got a graphics card, and someone with your computer programming knowledge should be able to build a computer. Work pitch to May. Ground ball to Thompson. 2 out. So here's Dempsey. Kip Young breezing through so far. Dempsey at 220. 7 homers and 42 RBI. Pitch to Rick. Ball 4. So the Orioles have a runner on and 2 out for Dower at 239. 3 homers, 21 doubles, and 38 RBI. Chill Manayu is our 139th follower on the channel. Thank you, sir. Hope you enjoy the content. It's a GTX, the GeForce GTX 660. I forget what I got in here. I'll look. It's an RTX 2060 is what I'm running, which I think is the laptop version of that. But remember, I had to buy it in a hurry, and for what I paid for this machine, it has some firepower. Pitch to Dower is a fly ball left field. Kemp goes back, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the third here at Memorial, no score. So Dillard, LaFleur, and Walkenfuss. So if you weren't here for the Open, the race left is really the American League East. The Orioles have 10 left, and they have a 1-game lead over the Yankees. The Yankees have feasted on the Blue Jays. They have 8 games left and somehow only need a 1-game change. And Milwaukee's not out of it for one. They have 8 left and are 4.5 back. It's not impossible, but Milwaukee would certainly need some help at this point to win the East. And Detroit still hasn't been eliminated. They've had a great year. In the American League West, we've called the race for Texas. Kansas City 6 back, 10 to go, and a magic number for Texas for 6, and now Texas gets Seattle over and over and over again. The National League West, we will call that for the Dodgers when Cincinnati loses again. Dodgers could win out. They've played 153 games, so they have 9 left. So if they win 5 more, they'll win no matter what Cincinnati does. But I would feel better calling that for the Dodgers when Cincinnati loses again. Cincinnati took 2 out of 3 at Chavez Ravine. And in the East, Jamie, thanks for the sub, buddy. In the East, Philadelphia has a 10 left and a 4.5 game lead. Their magic number is 7. The big difference is, and the reason why we really haven't thought about calling this one yet, is that Philly and Pittsburgh play the last 4 against each other in Pittsburgh. And so, if Pittsburgh gets into midweek and the lead is under 4, then they got a shot. But I do think that the only race really unofficially that's left to be called, or is not settled, is the American League East. Here's Dillard, 286, no homers, and 12 RBI. And who would have thought, you saw the run differentials up there, that the Dodgers would be the 78 Red Sox. The Dodgers are 8th in runs allowed in the National League. Dillard, line drive, sent left center. He's going for 2. The throw from Harlow, not in time. It is the offense that has the Dodgers on the verge of a second straight pennant, or a second straight division crown. LaFleur singled his first time up. Flanagan threw 9 batters, 2+ innings, 25 pitches, 2 hits and a walk. LaFleur popped up. Dempsey takes off the mask, has it for the out, 1 away. Walkenfuss walked his first time up. Pitch from Johnny. Struck him out. Flanagan got him to chase on an 0-2. So 2 out for Rusty Staub, who's 0 for 1. The Yankees are ERA's about a half run higher than it was in real life as well. And really, I do think that if the Yankees fall short, it's because Figueroa did not match what he did in the real year. Guidry certainly has. There's a ground ball to third. DeCinces over to Murray for the out. And so that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom 3, no score. Here's Belanger. He's at 210. 19 doubles and 24 RBI. To second, Dillard. To first, 1 out. So Kip Young, 9 batters, 30 pitches, 2 1/3 innings, a hit and a walk. Here's Harlow. I'll put him up here again. I know that this, I mean they've only allowed 629 runs. That's not terrible. But the Phillies have allowed 537 runs, and the Pirates just 554. The key for the Dodgers is their offense. They've scored 715. If they don't split wherever the NLCS starts, I think they're in trouble. I have a hard time seeing them win 3 straight, even if they are at home. Here's Harlow. He's 0 for 1. Gets away from Parrish to throw down to Thompson for the out on the strikeout. So the first strikeout for Young. Here's Kelly. He's 0 for 1. Pittsburgh has a lot of work to do, for sure. 4.5 in essentially 12 days is going to be tough. But it's not impossible. I mean, if they didn't play Philadelphia again, I think it would be pretty much impossible. But they have 4 shots at the Phils left. They got, it's the equivalent of drawing the inside straight in poker. Pitch to Kelly. Here's a fly ball to right. Walkenfuss goes back. 1-0 Baltimore. So Pat Kelly makes Earl Weaver a happy camper. That's his 11th of the year. Pitch to Kelly. I mean, he just kind of left that over the plate, and Walkenfuss just ran out of real estate. I'm not willing to make that bet yet. Here's Singleton, he's 1 for 1. I'd say there's probably an 80% chance that Philadelphia wins that division. But 80 isn't 100. Young to Thompson. And that will retire the side. Yes, Dave Stegman, the man, the myth, the legend, not in the lineup, but he can pitch. 1 run, 1 hit. The solo homer by Kelly after 3, 1-0 Orioles. So Thompson, Kemp, and Parrish to face Flanagan here in the 4th. Ballpark playing big. -1 for the lefties average, -6 for the righties. Home runs on this calm night, -14 for the lefties and -20 for the righties. You can give out the gift subs or not. I'm not paying myself. But I think you're right. But we'll see where we are in a few days. Now, Pirates get beat this weekend. It's over. Pitch to Thompson. There's a ground ball base hit. Here's Kemp. He's 0 for 1. Pitch. Ball 4. Well, if they don't, you can put up the 5. I know you don't want to face the Pirates again. Well, remember, we got a full week. We got to get to 7 days for Pittsburgh and Philly. And so, right now, it's 4.5. It wouldn't matter. But let's see where we are in a couple days. I bet we know by Tuesday night if Pittsburgh has a chance. Parrish is 0 for 1. He drops a bunt. Throws down to Dower, Dempsey does, and that will be an out. So 2-4 on the sacrifice. So Thompson on 3rd, Kemp on 2nd. Aurelio Rodriguez is 0 for 1. The Montreal Canadiens are the greatest sports franchise ever. I fully agree with that. Pitch to Rodriguez. There's a liner in the center field. Thompson ties the game. Kemp gives the Tigers the lead. It's 2-1 Detroit. So Flanagan kicks the mound as Alan Trammell comes to the plate. Rodriguez a 2-run single, and the Tigers go up 2-1. Trammell, base hit right field. Rodriguez will hold at second. And Trammell's on first. So runners on first and second for Dillard, who doubled his first time up. Flanagan deals. Base hit center field. Rodriguez scores. Dillard's got a double. And it's now 3-1 Detroit. And with the Yankees in Cleveland, we could be tied after tonight. Here's LaFleur. Flanagan threw 18 batters, 54 pitches, 3 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 2 walks and a strikeout. LaFleur is 1 for 2 with a single. Into center, Harlow will go back. He'll make the catch. Trammell will tag and score without a throw. Dillard moves to third, and it's 4-1 Detroit. And so the Orioles, who had some midweek games they didn't play, have watched a 2.5 game lead dwindle just to 1 just by watching the Yankees play. And their first time out, they're now down 4-1. 2 out here in the 4th. Wockenfuss walked and struck out into center. Harlow will be there, and that will retire the side. But the Tigers get 4 on 4 hits and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Detroit 4, Baltimore 1. And Murray is 0 for 1. DeCinces and May to follow. So Kip Young, looking for his 6th win of the year, has been staked to a 4-1 lead. I'm surprised that we've kind of hit the mild salsa portion of these races. All 4 divisions in real life are within 5 games. The Dodgers were the first team to clinch, and that would be on the 23rd. Everything else came in after that. Pitch to Murray. There's a line drive to Rodriguez. 1 out. DeCinces 0 for 1. Although I gotta say, I love the Texas Rangers story. I really, really do. If you don't know, Billy Hunter was the manager for 161 games. They get within 5 of Kansas City for the division title, and they fire him going in the last day of the year. They name Pat Corrales the manager. Pitch to DeCinces is a fly ball left center field. The floor is there. 2 out. And that'll bring up Lee May, who's 0 for 1. Young deals. Base hit up the middle. So May is on first. Sadahara O's, Yomiuri Giants, 9 straight pennants from 65 to 73. And yep, Cinderella has a Stetson and some cowboy boots because the Rangers are the Cinderella story. So runner on for Dempsey, who walked his first time up. There's a line drive left center. LaFleur is there, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit, no errors. After 4, 4-1 Tigers. So Staub, Thompson, and Kemp to face Flanagan here in the 5th. Rusty's 0 for 2. So it looks like the National League will go to form. Dodgers and Phillies, who met in 78 and in 77. But the American League could be completely different. And that's why you do these replays. You don't want everything to be the same. Pitch to Staub. There's a fly ball to right. Singleton is there, 1 out. Here's Thompson. He's 1 for 2. He singled and scored a run. Struck him out. Second one for Flanagan. He swung on and missed on a 1-2 fastball. Here's Kemp. He's 0 for 1 with a run scored and a walk. I would say, just based on pitching matchups, that the NL East winner has a leg up on the Dodgers. And I would take, in order of starting pitching, I think it would be Baltimore, Texas, then the Yankees. But the Yankees have the best bullpen of the teams, I think. I think the Brewers have better starter than the Yankees, but 4.5 at this point is a lot to make up. Not impossible, but hard. Pitch to Kemp. There's a fly ball to center. Harlow is there, and it's halfway home. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Detroit 4, Baltimore 1. Here's how we got here. Pat Kelly, the solo shot in the 3rd to make it 1-0 Baltimore. In the fourth, the Tigers sent 8 to the plate. Rodriguez with a 2-run single to make it 2-1. Steve Dillard with a double to make it 3-1, and then a sac fly makes it 4-1 Detroit. Kip Young, a 3-hitter through 4. That's solo shot from Kelly. And Flanagan, 6 hits through 5. He's allowed 4 runs. There's Dower. He's 0 for 1. A 5-game series will even it out a bit. But there's just no weaknesses in the Orioles' rotation. Bullpen's another story, but you got to get to that bullpen. Dodgers' pen is good, and their offense is fantastic. We'll see about, but as I said, I think the Dodgers have to split in the East. I think it would be hard for anybody to win 3 straight. Although they would be home to do it. Dower's 0 for 1. Young got him looking on a 2-2. So that's a second strikeout for Young. And now I'll bring up Belanger, who's 0 for 1. There's a base hit left center field. Belanger's there. Kemp got a late jump. And that'll bring up Harlow. So through 18 batters, Young at 4 1/3 innings, 60 pitches, 4 hits, a home run, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Pitch to Larry. There's a fly ball to right. Walkenfuss into foul territory, and that will fall to somebody from Bowie. 0-2 the count. Young delivers. Base hit up the middle, and so the Orioles have a tying run on. Alan Trammell, in the future, he'd make that play, but he got a late jump. And, of course, the Colts have played here a couple times, and so much like a cube steak, this field is chewed up. Oh, yes. Had to ban somebody. That's always nice. Here's Kelly. Pat, solo shot in the 3rd. Pitch. Snap throw to first. Harlow back. I'm assuming that's what the what was for. Yep, it was. You got it. It was a butt. Pitch to Kelly. Struck him out. So 1-2 looking, and there's now 2 out for Singleton, who is singled. 1 for 2. I had a bot try. Yeah, well, they always do. I had a bot try to talk to me last week in one of these streams. Hey, how you doing? Like, seriously, you're DMing me in the middle of a stream, huh? Yeah, they do, especially on Twitch and on YouTube. Pitch to Singleton. Here's a line drive to Thompson, who leaps and makes a great play. So no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. The Orioles leave 2 on. We go to the 6th. It's 4-1 Tigers. So Lance Parrish, Aurelio Rodriguez, and Alan Trammell to face Flanagan. What kind of bot? Just if you want to buy the followers. Mr. Gardner's here. He ordered too much pepperoni pizza last week, or pineapple pizza. Couldn't do the show. Base hit up the middle. In that other stream, I don't know. He just said, "Hi, how are you?" No one I knew, so the time to DM me is not when I'm in the middle of a game. Aurelio Rodriguez is 1 for 2. 2-run single in the 4th. It didn't sound like a female name. No pictures or anything like that. It's a ground ball. Belanger, Dower for 1. Over to Murray. That should be 2, and it is, yes, 2 out. So Flanagan gets the double play. And here's Trammell. He's 1 for 2. Has singled and scored. 4-1 Tigers, top the 6th. Ball 4. That's why I have guards on my Facebook, so I'm not nailed with, do you want to see my pictures? No, I don't. Here's Steve Dillard. He has doubled twice. Drove in a run. He's 2 for 2. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Tigers. And they've left 4 on. A run on 5 hits and no errors for the Orioles. And they've left 5 on. To short. Belanger to Dower for the force, and that will retire the side. Bottom 6, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Tigers leave a runner on, but they lead 4-1. Here's Murray, DeCinces, and May to face Kip Young, who's done yeoman's work here. Through 5, Murray is 0 for 2. Ground ball to Trammell. In on the grass, he throws to first, and Murray is out. Trammell had to get the bang-bang play, and that's an absolute web gem from Trammell. 1 out for DeCinces, who's 0 for 2. Young's pitch. Into left, Kemp, 2 out. Young can throw 130 pitches. This might be a double CG here. Here's May. Lee is 1 for 2. Young winds and fires. Into left field. Back goes Kemp, and there goes the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. 6 in the books. 4-1 Tigers. For the record, Ratcast does not DM me. Ron LaFleur, John Wackenfuss, and Rusty Staub to face Flanagan here in the 7th. 27 batters deep for Mike, 89 pitches. 6 innings, 7 hits. He's walked 3, struck out 2, and all 4 Tiger runs are earned. LaFleur to right. Singleton in the corner, 1 out. Wackenfuss is 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Into center. 2 out. Here's Staub. He's 0 for 3. So Flanagan thrown 6 good innings. It's 2 out in the 7th, but he's thrown 6 good innings. And Rusty sends this one to right. Singleton is there. Stretch time, 4-1 Tigers. So Rick Dempsey is 0 for 1 with a walk. They're SK hot dogs here in Baltimore. Ground ball to Thompson, 1 out. Took it to the bag himself. Young has held the Orioles to 5 hits. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Dower is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. I don't know what they have for hot dogs in Cleveland. Would they be dog dogs? Pitch to Dower. Ground ball to Trammell over to first. 2 out. Here's Belanger. He's 1 for 2. And there's a ground ball to short. Second. No, Belanger's going to beat that out. Yep. A bang-bang play, and Belanger, he really can't hit, but he can run. And so 2 out, and 27 batters deep for Kip Young. He's thrown 96 pitches, 6 2/3 innings, 6 hits, a home run, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. Here's Harlow, 1 for 3 with a strikeout. I bet you can still get a Natty Boh. Pitch to Harlow. Ball 4. And so the tying run is at the plate in Pat Kelly. And if he should reach, Singleton is on deck. Young and Parrish have a few words. Signs are changed. Kelly into center field. LaFleur will make that catch, and that will retire the side. Orioles strand 2. No runs, a hit, no errors. We go to the 8th, 4-1 Tigers. So Thompson, Kemp, and Parrish to face Flanagan here in the 8th. The Orioles are huffing and puffing, but they can't blow Kip Young down. Thompson 1 for 3. He has struck out, singled, and scored. That came in the 4th. Ball 4. So Steve Kemp is 0 for 2. He has walked and scored. Flanagan has walked 4 and struck out 2. Yeah, they were playing with house money with a 2.5 game lead. The Yankees took advantage of what they needed to do and took 3 from Toronto while the Orioles didn't play. That chopped a game and a half off the lead. And now, unless the Orioles come back to win this game, their destiny is no longer solely in their own hands. And it's only taken 1 game for them to get there. Dempsey and Flanagan have a chat from the stretch. Popped up left side to Sensei into foul territory. 1 out. Parrish is 1 for 2. In the shallow left center, Harlow rides the Schwinn. 2 out. So whatever Dempsey said has had a calming effect. And that'll bring up Rodriguez, who's 1 for 3 with 2 RBI. Now, if the Indians do beat the Yankees, Baltimore controls their own destiny still, but I'd rather be the Yankees than the Orioles right now. And remember, if we do end up playing 1-6-3, it would be in New York, and it would be Ron Guidry on the mound for the Yankees. Pitch to Rodriguez. There's a base hit left field. Thompson will stop at second. Runners on first and second. 2 out for Alan Trammell, who was 1 for 2. He has singled, walked, and scored. Flanagan. Ground ball to short. Belanger goes to Dower for the sure out. Tim Corcoran is going to play right field for John Walkenfuss. Everyone in the house is upset that Dave Stegman can't play. Corcoran is a 6 and a 7 out there. That's the right decision. And so Kip Young trying to get 6 outs. The Tigers have yet to be eliminated. Just put that out there. If they win with 9 games to go, they'd be 80 and 73. Singleton 1 for 3 with a single. Line drive all the way to the wall in right center, and Corcoran misplayed it. He got a late jump. It skipped past him, and Singleton's on with a double. So here's Murray. He's 0 for 3. But the Orioles are just the Tigers just can't slam the barn door. Yeah, Stegman would have cut that off for sure. Pitch to Murray. To Trammell on the grass. He throws to Thompson, and Murray is out. That was a bang-banger, and Singleton moves to third. So the Orioles, again, are going to make it interesting. If they can get Singleton home with it. The Sensei's 0 for 3. Young delivers. Into center, that will score the run. LaFleur will track it down. Singleton, they're going to throw the plate. Parrish, no. So Singleton scores easily, and it's 4-2. So, nope. Yeah, Estevez is not there yet. It's Festivus for the rest of us. Here's May. He is 1 for 3 with a single. 4-2 Tigers, bottom of the 8th. Pitch from Young to Dillard. He'll throw to Thompson, and that will retire the side. So the Orioles get 1 on a hit, and they don't leave anybody on. We go to the 9th. 4-2 Tigers. So Dillard, LaFleur, and Corcoran to face Flanagan. Steve is 2 for 3. He's doubled twice and driven in a run in the 4th. 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. For Detroit, they've left 7 on. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and the Orioles have left 7 on. Little ground ball to Belanger. I believe Dillard's beaten that out. No! What a throw by Mark! That was a smack speedy delivery, and there's 1 away. Here's LaFleur. Flanagan threw 36 batters, 8 1/3 innings, 121 pitches, 8 hits. He's walked 4 and struck out 2. LaFleur 1 for 3. Singled and drove in a run. Flanagan got him swinging on a 1-2, and that'll bring up Corcoran. If that isn't a 70s picture, I don't know what is. Hitting .259, 14 doubles, and 18 RBI. You're supposed to drink your coffee, Lorenzo. And look who's coming up. They got the Stegman chant going, and Dave Stegman is gonna pinch hit. The man, the myth, the legend wearing the wrong hat on the Tiger visiting jersey. Dave is hitting .182. He is 2 for 11. That home run came in a game that we did. He has driven in 3. And America is ignoring the football pregame shows to watch the man, the myth, the legend of Dave Stegman. Flanagan deals to Belanger, and America groans as the side is retired. Yet Stegman is every high school girl's dreamboat, doesn't follow his own trends, has his own hat. After 8.5, last chance here for the Orioles, 4-2 Tigers. So Dempsey, Dower, and Belanger to face Kip Young. Dempsey is 0 for 2 with a walk. And he's going to hit this one in the right center field, and the tying run is at the plate. Yep, that was the play of the year. Belanger going, Stegman, by the way, well, he's a 2 and a 2 rating-wise, but he's a 20 and a 20. He's that good. So the tying run is Dower. He is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Belanger on deck. Base hit left field. And Dempsey will hold, and now I guess you got to go to the bench. The tying run is on first. It takes a Herculean effort to get Steggy. So, who can hit a righty is who they're going to do. Earl's going to go to the bench. For Carlos Lopez. Carlos at 220, 5 homers, and 12 RBI. But he's hit .286 against righties. And he is the winning run. Earl rocking back and forth like the bathroom was locked an hour ago. Pitch to Lopez. Struck him out. 1 away. He looked at a 1-2. Happy Sunday, Mr. Mao. And there's 1 out for Harlow. So Young has faced 36 batters, 127 pitches, 8 1/3 innings, 9 hits. The home run was Kelly's, and he's on deck. He has walked 2 and struck out 4, and both the Oriole runs are earned. So Harlow has 9 game-winning RBI on the year. So Baltimore trying to pull this one out of the fire. Pitch to Harlow. Ball 4, and they're loaded. So you think that John Hiller's got to be warming up for the Tigers. Here's Pat Kelly. His solo shot in the third gave the Orioles a 1-0 lead. He is 1 for 4 with a strikeout. So Dempsey on third, Dower on second. That's a tying run. And Harlow with good speed is the winning run. Young delivers. Struck him out. So there's 2 out and no place to put Kenny Singleton, who was 2 for 4. He has singled, doubled, and scored. And so it's 4-2 Detroit with 2 out in the bottom of the 9th. Last chance saloon time here. And if you're wondering, Singleton has 13 game-winning RBI this year. Here's the pitch. Into right, Stegman wins the ball game. My wife's going, yay! Stegman makes the catch, and the Tigers will win this one 4-2. Steggy indeed comes through. And 13-year-old girls across America are just overjoyed by the fact that he can wear the wrong hat with the wrong jersey. He won the game. Yep. So the Tigers, 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Kip Young, 9 innings. He goes to 6-4. 9 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He gave up the home run to Kelly. Walked 3 and struck out 5 and threw 141 pitches in the process. Steve Dillard, by the way, is our Digital Dice MVP. 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. Mike Flanagan had behind the stuff and it showed. He made it behind the back. He made a Willie Mays catch. He goes to 18-15, 9 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs all earned. He walked 4 and struck out 3. And so the Orioles lead us down to a half a game. And so are you ready? So we might be able to make a call today. Let's see. I'm not going to say a word until everything's played. Dun 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 bum bum boom boom. And so at first, we're going to make a projection. In the National League West, we are predicting the Los Angeles Dodgers will have won the National League West. And we'll tell you why. The Dodgers, by the way, lose their game 7-4 to San Diego. Randy Jones goes to 17-12. Doug Rauch 15-11. But Reggie Smith goes 3 for 5 with a triple. But in Atlanta, yes it was. Atlanta, get this. They hit 5 home runs. They hit 17 hits. Jeff Burrows has 4 hits. He goes 4 for 5. He hits 2 homers and drives in 5. And Bob Horner hits 2 home runs. And so Atlanta beat Cincinnati 12-3. And with that, the Reds remain 5.5 back. The magic number for the Dodgers is 4. And so with that, we are now projecting the Dodgers will win the National League West. In the East, Pittsburgh didn't play. How about that? Well, let's just read the rest of these in order. Chicago beat St. Louis 3-2 in 13. Donnie Moore goes to 4-2. Lopez 1-1. Ken Reitz 3 for 5, 2 RBI and 2 doubles. The Yankees have tied for first, Eddie Figueroa throws a complete game and strikes out 2. He goes to 14-13. 5-0 Yankees the win. Rick Waits takes the loss. So they are tied. The Yankees are 89-65. The Orioles are 88-64. Boston beat Toronto 4-2. Andy Hassler goes to 3-1. Tom Murphy 6-5. Jim Rice now is a franchise record 54th home run. He drives in 3. Milwaukee is now 3.5 behind Baltimore. They beat Oakland 16-2. They pound out 18 hits. Larry Heisel drives in 4. Ben Ogilvie 3 for 5, his 15th home run of the year, and drives in 3. Rodriguez 7-2. Keogh 8-15. Chicago beats California 7-3. Hinton with a win 4-2. Tanana with a loss 14-13. Lemon, his 12th of the year, drives in 2. We told you the Dodgers score. Houston 4, San Francisco 1. Vern Rule goes to 4-4. Bob Nepper 17-13, and Jose Cruz 3 for 3 with 2 RBI. Now, the 2 doubleheaders that mean everything. Kansas City did their part. They've knocked out the Twins. The Twins have been eliminated. To win Game 1 11-4. Larry Gurra gets the win. Amos Otis 4 for 5 with a triple. Jackson goes to 4-5. They beat Minnesota in Game 2 3-1. Mignori gets the win. Jeff Zahn goes to 12-15, takes a loss. And Kuznier with his 3rd of the year. But Texas sweeps. 8-7 in Game 1. Doc Medic beats Glenn Abbott. Medic goes to 9-8. Abbott 7-14. Toby Harrah, his 12th of the year, drives in 2. And in Game 2, Texas wins 9-8. Paul Mirabella gets the win. Enrique Romo takes a loss. Mirabella 2-2. Romo 7-8. Oliver, his 14th of the year, to drive in 2. So, can't you go walk in a mall? So tomorrow, we're going to do the Yankees in Cleveland. And then Tuesday at noon, we'll do California and Chicago. That's the Lyman Bostock game. So, the magic number is 4. We've called the division for Los Angeles. 5.5 up, magic number of 4. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh did not play. No change there. Texas magic number is 4 because they won their 2 games. They've won 89 on the year. Who would have ventured to guess the Rangers would have a better record than the Dodgers? I wouldn't have guessed that in a million years. And Baltimore and the Yankees are 1/100th of a percentage point apart. And Milwaukee's 3.5. Okay, well, I'm glad to know that you're not walking outside. So, it'll be the Yankees in Cleveland tomorrow, and then our Tuesday night game. At the moment, what have I got? Kansas City, Minnesota. I think we're going to take that one off the board. That will be a wild card game. Seattle and Texas have a doubleheader. I'm not doing a doubleheader at night. It'll either be... Well, who's Milwaukee playing? It'll be an American League East game. So it'll be the Yankees, Indians, Detroit at Baltimore, or Milwaukee at Oakland. One of those 3 will be the Tuesday night game. And so we'll make that determination tomorrow afternoon. So I would think so. We'll see what Milwaukee does. So Yankees at Cleveland, or Detroit at Baltimore, or Oakland and Milwaukee. Have yourself a great day. Enjoy the football if you're into that sort of thing. We'll talk to you tomorrow for the Yankees and Indians at noon. Stay safe. We'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.